Go in. It can go in. Just in case he needs to come. I don't think he's going to need to. As long as he gets a hold of them over that way.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just down the street before us.
Good. If I wouldn't be shocked if it isn't, though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked if it's this way and up that way. So.
Well, I think he seemed more confident than we were.
He'll figure it out. I'm sure. He'll orient himself. He'll figure it. No worries. He'll figure it. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a marquee overload. Hello, Mr. Hinklesworth. Mr. Hingle McCringleberry. Oh, I'm sweaty. I'm schwitzing today.
Well,
Feeling
only today and tomorrow, and then we'll be okay.
Yeah, well, I won't melt.
Be a little uncomfortable during the show tomorrow, but it's all an extra box fan.
Yeah, I got extra fans.
So we'll run one of those tonight too downstairs.
Yes, we can do that. Well, icebox this bitch out. Must be something can be done. Hello, 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 good morning. Howdy and hello, good morning. Hi, Paul and Amelia. Hope your day is going well. Thanks, Sophia. Hope your day is going well as well. I don't know how well my day is going. My day's a little weird. So far. Non-traditional. Standing alone, see the show tonight. And there's a light on. So is today the day that the kid thing was supposed to go through?
What?
The no kids
no,
thing?
The 13th.
Isn't that today?
No, today's the 11th.
Soon we shall see if AI is the solution to the free-floating hate machine that is YouTube, especially YouTube chat.
Well, people paranoid about like the ID thing, they don't realize that there are like third-party ID verification things. Like Google isn't going to be doing it themselves.
No. Not only that, but they, like, a lot of the things people go like, I don't want that information in the hands of Google and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they already have it. Dumb fuck.
Well, like you have to do it if you want to make any money from YouTube, right? You gotta give your shit.
Oh yeah, you have to do a whole thing. You have to prove your fucking citizenship, and so you're not gonna make a dime on YouTube without giving them your info. And they're just gonna extend that out, I think, eventually to everyone. I think your Google account will be linked to your real name so that when they get subpoenaed for shit like defamation, copyright infringement, they can provide a name and people can start getting sued. I think Ethan Klein's suit is going to be a bellwether suit because he's suing people that steal content for a living. He's suing people that defame for a living. And if he can get some damages out of them, even if it leads to a settlement, that's precedent. That opens the floodgates. And there's a lot of people out there like me in my position. Now, I don't really care to sue anybody, but there's a lot of people out there who would love to get a few names. Ethan Klein defames for a living, bro. Well, we'll see how the courts feel about that. We'll see who defamed who. If I were in one of these communities where I've said some fucking straight up like crazy shit about another human being, I'd be shaking in my boots because you can't delete that shit. You realize social media companies keep an archive. So you can't just like make a snark comment and then delete it. They know who you are.
He's claiming that the judge approved a subpoena for Reddit and Discord.
He showed them. Yeah. He showed the information request. Mm-hmm. He hasn't showed the names.
Yeah.
But he's got a list of names about that fucking long from just the Reddit snark community. That's not even the people, the other content creators that fed that. So he's suing the content creators that sent people to those communities and infringed his copyright, and he's suing the snark. So we'll see. We'll see. If I was a person that had spent the last 10, 15 years saying wild and fucking crazy defamatory shit about people, I'd be a little scared. I'd be a little scared because that shit's about to, the Bible is now open on that shit. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on. Heavy glow.
We got a good breeze today.
Yes. I hope it keeps up. If this keeps up, it won't be bad.
We're letting a little bit into. It's not a hot breeze. So.
No, a little bit into the house is fine. Cricket gets to get a little sniff.
Mm-hmm.
You like Dad's spicy weed, or do you like the pine smells? Or other kitty smells? I think it's other kitty. Doing king shit today? Yeah. Just hanging out. I feel like I feel like my head is all full of snot today. That sucks. It's just gonna make me cough all day. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I just need it. To breathe, to feel, to know I'm alive. Dum, dum, ba-dum. Sig Rat. What up? What up, Sig Rat? So, a question of ethical obligation. Let me ask you guys a strange internet question. You ready? So last night I was chilling out at the Thunderdome, which is a blood sports server. It's meant for people to be mean to each other. And I was in there, and I was typically, as when I'm in there and I'm active, it's an 8v1. And there was a chick in the milieu of people. There was like, at one point, there was almost 50 fucking people in a call. It was insane. And there was one chick who I haven't interacted with much there, but I guess a couple of times. It's so hard for me to, because there's so many people. I just don't remember people. But she said something out of pocket, and I went nuclear on her last night. I really opened up a fucking can of whoop ass. And I was in that squabble up mode. You know what I'm talking about? I was in that, like, everybody catching bullet holes kind of Bobby Schmurder shit. And now I woke up today and my conscience is picking at me a little bit. It's going like, you went a little hard on that chick. You didn't really have to go that hard. Everybody was going hard on me. But, you know, typically if it sticks in my conscience, maybe somebody deserves an apology from me. I don't know how that works though. Because we're in a blood sports server. So do I go apologize? It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
You've met
He's
him
your
before.
friend. He's your friend. Yeah, you tell him.
Dynor.
Jeez, D. I'm a goober. Oh, you went and talked to the wrong neighbor? Yeah, man. That's why I said this. This neighborhood is insane, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, friend.
Okay. I think I need to go down to the other street that way.
Yeah, either that one or this one up around. I have no clue. Yeah, appreciate you, bud. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how that works. It's blood sports, no apologies. Well, here's why I think it's sticking in my craw. Because I went nuclear. Not nuclear, but I was using a lot of like misogynistic tropes to get at her. And once again, this is something that I've been confronting in my own personal life. Like the kind of misogynistic behavior that I've used to underline masculinity. Like that's why, you know, not to make a huge deal out of it, but that's why the Velma segment is no more. Because I'm not really like that in my real life. Like I'm not a, oh, I'm gonna talk about titties and ass all day. And so I did that to like mask as a bisexual dude who's passing straight my whole life, right? And then, so that's why it's sticking in my craw a little bit. That's why it's like, maybe that person, you know, didn't deserve the full fucking Monty. But once again, I was, you know, in a fucking 8v1 all night and having fun doing it too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been there. But one of those things. Oh, sorry, honey bear. No, I get it, but you know, blood sports is because you know I have fun there. Like, you know, but sometimes I think it's not fun for some people. I don't know why they put themselves through it. Because it's not for the faint of heart, you know, it's definitely not a place to bring your fifis. But on the other hand, I'm not an ogre, you know. I feel like you doing the Velma segment is a lot different to you than you ripping on this woman. Well, yeah. But it comes from the same place, I think, because some of the things I said, like I just went straight for the, you're a pick me, you're a cat lady, you're all this, right? Which is fine. I mean, like I don't think anything I said was out of pocket, especially not in the light of the dome. But she did seem like there was at one point where she seemed a little nonplussed because I think she liked me before that. She was just like, I thought you're kind of cool, but I guess you're a fucking dick. And I was like, well, I guess I am, bitch. You know, like, but, you know, because I was in that mode. But now I'm just kind of like, damn, maybe I am kind of a fucking dick. Oh, well. Hey, Crescent Slice. Bro, you location looks so chill. Where you at? I'm in Washington State, friend. Up in the fucking woods. Out in the middle of nowheres. I'm a rural address. Your Discord link in the Onion Nuggets videos doesn't work. Oh, yeah. Well, I need to... I gotta be honest with you, Crescent Slice. It's I have to update it, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'll take care of it at some point. Very least, I need to just put it here.
Because it should be on the last Onion Nuggets, because I made a new permanent invite link.
Yeah, the last Onion Nuggets should be a permanent invite link on there. But if that's not working, let us know. Oh no, but see, the whole point of that server is that things get personal. Like there's no polite boundaries there. There are very few rules. You can't make accusations about people without proof, like criminal accusations. Can't say the N word with the hard R. And I think that's about it. Those are the only two rules on the server. Everything else is fair game. And so what, bro? Are you trying to get banned? I can handle that for you. I don't have many mods in here right now, but I can handle that for you. There you go, bud. You should feel honored, because I very rarely touch the poop myself, but there's not a lot of mods in here today, so I'll clip a few more fucking apes. Paul, what do you think the true Gaza death count will end up being? I don't think we'll ever get the number because it's like the people that'll be responsible for sorting through that rubble are the very people that created it, and it behooves those people to downplay the numbers. So if we get numbers out of Israel or the UN out of this, I would say that for every one they admit to, there are three. And that's what I think. So for every one death that gets counted eventually when they pull everybody out of this fucking rubble that used to be a city or multiple cities, once that's all said and told, if Israel is the one that we're trusting for the numbers, or the UN working with Israel is the one we're trusting through the numbers, then I would say for every one they admit to, there are three. Oof. Pretty rough in here. Pretty rough in here today. I'm modless. I'm out on a limb, baby. No, that's good. I don't mind doing it. It's actually kind of refreshingly old school to ban people myself. I'd forgotten how much fun it is. Hey, Pranob. Yeah, there's no way in hell the numbers Israel has released are factual. Yeah. And by the way, Pranob, you may want to like go into your account and change your display name or whatever.
Yeah,
I know you don't care really because you've handled things, but there was a thing that went through and it changed everybody's name to their like account name. Happened yesterday at some point, and now your account name is kind of what it used to be. So if you want to change that, I think it's in your account settings somewhere.
Yeah.
And it'll let you pick a new like display name.
Yeah, I was able to just do it from the YouTube app yesterday.
Yeah, Amelia was able to do it from her phone. So it should be real quick. Just so you know, bud. Just putting you up on game. YouTube is always changing shit. Standing in line. Gotta love YouTube's arbitrary rule changes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that the whole weirdo community is gone, but there's a civil war going on right now, and they're much more concerned with who's sending me information than they are with anything else right now. There's a witch hunt going on in that community, and people are being scalped left and right. I've got logs of them accusing each other of being me over and over and over again, trying to get members of their own community banned. Oh man, it's fantastic. It's fantastic shit. Well, if Otello was here, Otello usually has a link. I mean, Amelia could probably just post a link if you want. I just feel like a lot of people are asking, but I don't chill in that Discord very often, guys. I'm there every once in a while to chill with some folks and smoke a doobie. It is not a place I'm fucking camping. So, just so you know. And it is a hug box. So don't piss off any of my mods. They'll nuke you. And don't come whining to me. It's part of the rules. It says if you got any problems, don't fucking bug Paul at all.
The fucking invite link. So, like, I'd made one that's supposed to be permanent, and then I don't know if one of your mods.
Maybe they're working on some shit or whatever. I don't know what it is. But I'll figure it out. I'll go over there and talk to them. I might just close the place down, to be honest. I'm not really using it. I don't want to take away those folks' little hangout place, but I don't know. You know, and it has nothing. I love my mod team over there. It has nothing to do with them, but it's just like I feel like there are some people there that are just like on a wavelength that I can't fucking chill when they're around. And they're not mean people, they're not bad people, they're not trying to be that way. but it's just like, it's not, it's, there are times when it's just not fucking chill over there. And so, I don't know. That's why I've been asking myself, like, why am I not chilling over there as much? And that's why. It has nothing to do with my mods. I love them over there, but there's just some people that are nice people, but they're not chill. They're kind of spurgs, and it spurgs up the fucking chat over there sometimes. It gets too loud, too obnoxious. And, yeah. If I'm going to do loud and obnoxious, I want a 40-person blood sports room. You know? But I don't want to run a 40-person blood sports room type of server. So, you know.
So much fun.
Yeah, no, you can do whatever you want. These are Northwestern red cedars. They're common in Oregon and Washington. I live in Washington. Made a few friends over on Salt Rapids that are cool. Oh yeah, Bradley, Phoebes. There's a lot of cool people over there. Not even gonna lie. It's not that. It's just that I have found it hard to fucking chill over there because I don't want to name names. There are just certain fucking people that are not. It just gets loud and screechy and blah blah blah. But I don't care. It really has nothing to do with Salt Rapids. I've just been busy. That's the truth. I've just been busy as all fucking get out, bro. Do you see that web? Spider web.
Oh yeah.
Do you see? It's so huge, and he's so big in the center of it. He's still weaving it. It's a big dangler spider web. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna nuke it, but I just don't. People
Maybe
are.
close additional
Yeah, yeah,
invites or
yeah.
something.
I think it might be time to just seal it up as a community.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most of the people that go over there now are people from this community who want to stir shit, or people from the Thunderdome who want to stir shit, and it's not a shit stirring place. So maybe I'll just go over there today and
But
I'll
maybe
talk
one
to
of
them.
your mods closed
Just make it
invites.
invite only or something. If they know a cool person, let them come. But make it invite only. I think that's what needs to happen. So maybe I'll talk to them about that. What?
I hope that guy found the house.
That's fucking wild. I tried to get that person. I wish he was right there, like washing dishes, and I was like, "Hello." They got nice windows, man. Got them nice double pane windows. I don't hear shit. And to get off topic, it always makes me laugh when people try to tell grown adults what to do with their business or community. It's like people telling you guys how to do your show. It's retarded. Oh yeah, but it's just a byproduct of like a time where people, like the people that make shows, are way more accessible than they ever have been. Your options to like talk with a celebrity about what you think about their work were pretty much limited to bumping into them in LA somewhere, or writing a fan mail letter and hoping to get an answer back, right? And now we live in a time where people like me, I'm not saying I'm a big star, but I have fans. They like to reach me and look at what I'm doing. I'm here. I'm fucking reachable in multiple different ways. I respond to people. There's a feedback loop that has never existed when it comes to celebrities. And, it's just a new world. You have to like understand that people are desperate to have feedback. Like they want their opinion to matter. And sometimes it does. Like in aggregate, the opinion of our fans always matters. But in like one-to-one conversations, it's hard to explain to people like, I don't like this, you guys should stop that. And it's hard to explain to people like, we're not gonna, because you're one person and what we're doing works. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear, I'm a creator and I'm going to do everything I can to tailor make my content to your specific taste. But if we did that for everybody in our fan base, we would have 7 or 8 thousand different fucking show types, you know? Like, it's just impossible. And so being an entertainer in any capacity is always a tightrope walk. It is, you're walking the line between what audiences expect and what they desire. And that's what makes it hard. Audiences expect one thing and want another, and they don't know which is which. And it is the entertainer's job to suss that out. Thanks. I like my Biggie shirt. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Well, yeah, I've tried to explain it in some different ways too, Pranav. It's like you wouldn't poke your head into a butcher shop and expect the butcher to give a fuck what you have to say about how he presents and cuts meat, right? If you went into a butcher shop and were like, "Hey, buddy, you're doing this whole business wrong," he's probably going to tell you, "Get the fuck out and don't come back," right? But for some reason, people don't see what I do as a business. Well, I get why it is. Because they can start a YouTube channel and go in front of 2 people, and they think it's the same thing, right? But I've been making all my money doing this for 10 fucking years now. So I have all kinds of fucking side hustles and all kinds of little tricks and tips, and I handle my shit. And I know how to make a show that's compelling to people. And I will tell you this, it's never been, like, anytime I've done something compelling, it's never been because a fan or even a group of fans came to me and told me to do it. Ever. Not once. But it's hard to explain that to people because it comes off as like, I don't want your feedback. But I hate to tell you, I don't I don't want your feedback. I don't need your individualized feedback, and nor do I have time to take individual feedback from everybody. Me being accessible on social media doesn't mean that my fucking complaint department door is open 24/7. Nor does it mean that I care to hear what anybody's individual or even small group complaint is. If I listened to individuals and small groups, I would not be doing this job right now. I'd be back in the workforce and you guys wouldn't even know who I was. And so in order to do what I do, I have to not listen to feedback. Because if I took every piece of feedback that came across my desk, I would make the most insane, weird show by committee ever. And it never works out that way. Yeah, no, and one of the reasons I do this job too, I hate to fucking keep going on about this, but one of the reasons why I latched onto this job and I held onto it so tight and I'm so defensive of it is because I get to say whatever the fuck I want and I get to do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm not willing to trade away that for more fans or that to keep a fan that's pissed off because I said something or that to endear myself to a fan. I don't need that. I don't need to endear myself to a single human being on this planet. This feels so good to say, so I just want to say it out loud. I don't need respect. I don't need validation. I get that in my personal life, right? But there's a lot of people out there who need validation. I'm not interested in giving it anymore. So I don't. But I've been closed off to the type of feedback that's being discussed here for a long time. And that catches me a lot of flack amongst the more vocal kind of detractors and dissenters and fans. Well, all of those people are fans. I get a bad reputation because unlike other entertainers, I don't smile in your face and pretend I care. And then as soon as I'm offline, talk about how fucking retarded you are. I just tell you how retarded you are to your face. And that doesn't get me a whole lot of fans, but I think it's pretty direct. Well, we take suggestions all the time, Flagger. I mean, we're constantly doing patron and member polls. I mean, we just started this, but the whole reason we did the Howard Stern retrospective, which by the way is getting rave reviews on our memberships and Patreon. People loved the show, thought it was wonderful, thought it was one of the best shows we've done in a while, according to the feedback. And the only reason that that show is possible is because I own my own business, because I'm the boss that makes the call, because I decide. But when it came down to it, our patrons got a voice in that. I don't have a problem with that. I like that. I'm sure the negative comments hurt in large numbers. No, I got to be honest with you, Pranav. I'm going to keep going down, because you reminded me. I'm going to keep going down that road. I don't need respect or validation from a single human being, and I'm not seeking it. I'm not an expert. I'm not looking to build some expertise or some like, kind of like professorial aura around me. I'm not, dude. I'm a college dropout. I work as a podcaster, and I will say whatever the fuck I want. That's all I'm about. That's it. Dude, I used to be a guy that was out there seeking people's respect, seeking people's validation. Bro, I don't seek that. I don't care. I don't need it. I don't need your respect. I don't need your feedback. And individually speaking, I don't need your fandom. What I need is to do whatever the fuck I want. And I've created a life that allows me to do that. Within reason, obviously. I'm not rich enough to do whatever I want. But when it comes to my business, the buck stops here. I'll do what the fuck I want. Blackface Howard was wild. Well, see, but you and I are friends, Pranav. Your respect is meaningful to me, because I've known you for 15 fucking years. So your respect, individually, is meaningful to me. But I'm talking about in toto, right? The average person hasn't known me for 15 years, isn't a personal friend of mine, doesn't have my phone number, hasn't seen pictures of my family, and I haven't seen pictures of theirs, right? You and I are bros. Your respect is meaningful. My wife's respect is meaningful. My dad and mom's respect is meaningful. My family's respect and my friends' respect is meaningful to me. I do desire that, and I give it. I mirror it to them. But if you don't know where I live, or you ain't got my phone number, bro, your respect for me is the last fucking thing on my mind. I don't give a fuck. Don't seek it. Don't want it. Don't want credibility. I don't want you to think I'm a credible person. I don't want you to think I'm a truthful person. I don't need anything from you. Anything. I am who I am. You can take me as I give it. That's it. And that feels really good. I don't think a lot of people get to live that way. I feel like even a lot of people that do what I do don't get to live that way. I think a lot of people who do what I do live in terror of backlash. They live in terror of cancellation. I don't have that. I don't keep that terror. I don't have it in me. I'm not afraid to say what I say. I'm not afraid to be who and what I am. I own it. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And when I'm right, I'm fucking right. Take it as I give it. Oh man, it's real though. You have to think about it, Pranav. Because I'm not saying you are not in that place. But what I'm telling you, Pranav, is that once you get to that place where you truly don't fucking, dude, you have your core group of people that you care about, and anybody outside of that, bro, like, kick rocks. Once you get to that fucking point, it's so liberating, man. It's so liberating. Liberates you from this heavy, heavy expectation that everybody has for what you ought to be doing. Oh, it took, Sophia, I have not been this way my whole life. Like, if you've listened to me talk, you know that I was a capitulator, and I was a doormat, basically. I was a person that was constantly worried about what everybody thought about me, what they might say, what they might think about how I looked, or how I dressed, or how I sounded, or what I said, or what I thought. And I was a man that was almost consumed with worry to the point of death. I was ready to take the fucking non-graceful exit a couple of times in my life. I hope it doesn't take that for everybody. But what I am saying is, if it's something if it's something you desire, you'll find it. I didn't even know I desired this. I didn't know how to desire this until I started to question whether or not respect from anonymous people even meant anything. And once I started to strip that away, I was like, credibility, respect, reputation. These are all words that people use to enforce conformity. So anytime somebody says Paul has no credibility, Paul, nobody respects Paul, right? That is an attempt for somebody to undermine, right? There's no positive feedback loop there. That person isn't going to change their mind. They've just made a proclamation and a declaration. And once you've done that on the internet, you don't walk it back. So why the fuck would I spend even a second of my life even considering what people want me to do? I don't have to. Now, if I worked at a company, right? Yeah, I got to be there 8 in the morning till fucking 6 at night every day, right? I got to do my job. I got to do it to the spec. I know how to do that. But guess what? Now that I'm the owner, now that I'm the businessman, I get to decide what and when I do. And I'll never give that up. The Tao did give a good perspective on this, absolutely. You must have to suck up to someone, though. The buck stops here, friend. I own my business. I'm beholden to nobody. We're talking about yesterday's debauchery. I don't know what we're doing. No, I was just talking about, honestly, Xander. We weren't really talking about yesterday. I did bring something up that you might be interested in. Maybe I'll run it by you now that you're here. Or maybe, no, wait, Zell. I don't know who that is. Is that the Don? Is that the Don? I don't know who you are, Don. Okay, it's Don. Yeah, YouTube changed the nicknames and shit. Got you, Don. No, okay, but well, I'm glad you're here, Don. Let me ask you real quick because I know you're a busy man. So last night, you know, it was fun. I had a great time last night. I got no problem with it. But I was 8v1 a lot, you know? And there's a chick in there. I think her name is Nook. And she said something to me, and I was in everybody catching bullet holes mode. You know what I'm talking about, where it's like if somebody steps, I'm going to go back. And so I went at her pretty fucking hard. Bro. And here's how I judge this shit, Don. I judge this shit like this. It's like if I wake up the next day and I'm thinking like, you might have been a little out of pocket with that person. Maybe it's true. But it's also like I'm torn because it's also like, fuck you. It's a blood sports server. But, you know, I can't help but like I kind of feel bad because I called her a fucking cat lady and I said she was forever alone, and I said she lived in a haunted mansion and probably had a haunted pussy. And I told her to turn off her camera because I was afraid a ghost was going to show up and walk behind there. Ask her if it's morally correct to take 8K from a simp on the internet without giving anything in return if it's predatory. Oh, I didn't go there. But that makes me feel a little better because it sounds like I might have been right. I kept calling her a pick-me. Is she a pick-me? Is she a pick-me? Because if I was right, then fuck her. Okay, then fine. Then I was right, so fuck her. Okay. She needed to hear it then. You know, I didn't, because there was at one point, the thing that lives rent-free in my head is there was at one point where I was calling her a cat lady, and I was calling her all that shit. And she was like, man, I thought you were base, but I guess you're an asshole. It's fucking kind of sad. And I was like, damn. But never mind. She just needs to own it. Well, yeah, like it would be like me trying to fucking argue with somebody about being fat. It's like, I am fat. Maybe you did her a favor. I don't know, bro. But I just feel like, you know, when I'm 8v1, everybody catching bullet holes, bro. I'm on my Bobby Schmurda shit. Like when it's 8v1, bro, it's Bobby Schmurda. Dude, I slang shit at fucking Abra last night. I was slinging. I was slinging doo-doo. Dookie. Because that's what it is, dude. When it's 8v1, everybody catching bullet holes. Just got a body about a week ago. I'm finding a lot of the Eastern philosophies are beneficial for everyday life, and most of them you don't have to have a fervent belief. Yeah. Well, I'm not a big evangelist, but I'm a Taoist. I do meditation, and I contemplate the mystery of the Tao. That's what I do. That's my religion, if there is one, and it's been super transformative for me, but I don't push it on people. I know people are bored even thinking about it a lot of the times. That's exactly why I don't do the blood sport thing. Oh, bro, it feeds something in me. I mean, Don will tell you, like, there are certain people that are born to do it. I'm not saying I'm the best in the biz, but I was born to do this shit. It feeds something in me, and I consider it to be a relatively low impact way to get out a lot of mania and a lot of angst. So that's what I do, man. But there are some people that are just forged in that fucking fire, bro. And that's what a lot of people over there don't understand. I think it's a secret weapon for me. I'm not even fucking around. That I've been doing what I do over there since I was 8. I'm 45 years old, bro. Since I was 8 years old, I started trolling truths on the CB radio, telling them I was fucking their wives with my squeaky little 8-year-old voice, and getting them so mad that they would fucking track me down using the ping. They'd ping me and drive around neighborhoods until they found me. I had people, I was rent-free at 8. Not even joking. So I've been doing this my whole fucking life, and it's going to take somebody with a real big stick to step to me. Real big stick. I'm meaner, I'm quicker, and and that's not because I'm better, it's just because I've been doing it twice as long as the next dude. Twice. At least. That's pre-internet shit. Dude, that was 86, 87, 88. I was already trolling. I was already doing the dirty deed, bro. And I've been doing it ever since. So you're gonna have to, like, it takes a heavy fucking hitter. It takes a heavy hitter. Thought your discussions with Destiny were great. Hope you guys reconnect on other topics. Yeah, I reached out to him. I DM'd him like a couple weeks ago, I think. I hadn't talked to him in a year. I was like, hey man, been a while. I know you got a lot of drama going on. I'm not interested in that. Love to talk politics. Let me know. And he never got back. So yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's the way that shit work. Hold me now. Think you're too soft on Destiny. Well, here's the thing with Destiny. There's the velvet glove, right? Have you guys heard this? There's 2 ways to handle a person. The velvet glove and the iron fist. So it's yin yang. You've seen the kung fu yin yang, right? So here it is. Here's what you do. When you're going up against a big swinger, a BSD like Destiny, you have 2 choices. You can go in, holler at him, he's going to kick you out, and then it's going to be he pwned you. Or you can go in and have an actually interesting conversation with him, and he pwned you. So you're pwned either way, right? When you walk into a big dick room, like a Destiny room, or a Vosh room, and you're in their territory and it's their fan base, you lose, right? So you can lose looking unhinged and screaming at them and just give them the means to discredit you, or you can have a reasonable conversation with them and let people make up their own minds about who won it. That's what I did, and it's a very powerful thing because as you see, just a week ago, something that I asked Destiny, very benign question that I asked him because I had that good rapport with him, became a huge piece of drama in his community. Right? So the effects of that talk that I had with Destiny continue to unfold because I got him on the record on a number of things, right? Because I didn't come in there and go, you're a little cock, you're a little spurg, you're a little bitch, right? So those are your choices. You do Velvet Glove or Iron Fist, and with a big dick, like, and I'm not saying his dick is big, but I'm just saying, like, big content dick like Destiny, you go Velvet Glove, because that's how you're going to get them to talk, right? If you just shit on them, they're just going to ban you out of their community and then call you unhinged, and, you know, that's all there'll be no impact to it. Nobody will remember you. Or you talk to the dude, get him on record about some shit. Use that good faith to plumb his brain about interesting things, and then a year later, clips resurface and it shows inconsistency in his positions, and you know what I mean? That's power. So you can have power, or you can have catharsis. Which do you choose? Sometimes I choose catharsis, I'll be honest with you. There's no right or wrong answer. I don't use the Velvet Glove with everybody. The Velvet Glove makes no sense with Vosh. I choose not to be a scumbag like you. Based. Best choice you could make. Here's to that. Have fun flipping burgers, bro. Somebody got to do it. Fuck. That somebody was me, but I was 16. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I talk to Vosh. I'll talk to anybody, bro. I'll talk to anybody. I don't fear it. It's like, I think after I went on Destiny, people were flabbergasted. Because a ton of people, the first time I went, he was like, this guy's a clout shark. He's a grift. I never made one highlight reel of any of the talks that I did of Destiny. Never uploaded one piece of content about it. That drives people nuts. Because the clout shark narrative just goes... And then if you actually go and look at the talks that I had with Destiny, I ask him some interesting questions, and I get him on record about some interesting shit. That's what I wanted to do, you know? But people don't get this. People want that immediate fucking slam somebody's head into it, smack somebody around, you know, have a little fight, get vicious. No, I'll talk to Vegan Games again. I'm fine with that. Geegan Veins wants to talk, you know, maybe one of these days. Can I give you some wisdom? I'm trying to think of which piece of wisdom would apply. The death of desire is the death of privation. I know that's a big bunch of words, but if you look up what it means, that's from the Tao. Probably could have made a lot of money from the Destiny talk. I don't think so, but I definitely could have clout sharked it. I definitely could have put up a counter narrative like liberal flounders in the face of simple fucking Israeli-Palestinian fact. You know, I could have made some fucking shitty video like that, but I didn't. He did. He did about 5 or 6, to my knowledge, main channel. Watch this liberal get pwned. And everybody was, you know, and that's the narrative even to this day. He pwned you, and it's like, did he? Did he really? But you remember what I said earlier about not desiring respect, not desiring validation from anybody that isn't in my inner circle and isn't important to me? Well, Destiny applies. I don't need his respect. I don't desire his friendship or his validation. I think he's an interesting guy, and I liked picking his brain. Yeah, liberal gets unhinged as Destiny double dunks his butthole. You know, and it's like, that's how he presents me. And I don't present him at all. I just wanted to talk to him. Isn't that funny? Destiny double lubes some liberal ass up and claps his cheeks till they're cherry red. You know, and it's like, This is how you treat people that just come in and ask honest questions? I mean, that's cool. I don't know who looks bad in that situation. Is it me? I guess maybe it's me. Hold me now. Oh, Destiny's way, way lib in comparison to me, from what I understand. Yeah, way lib. I'm super duper far radical leftist in comparison to him. But that's cool. Not everybody agrees, and I'm fine. I'm fine with the left being ineffectual due to infighting because these fights need to happen. There needs to be an ideological meeting of the minds in this fucking left space. And I'm cool with all voices being represented. I don't want Destiny to shut up or stop making his arguments. I just don't agree with a lot of them, you know? That's cool though. I like the vibrancy. I like the debate. That's one of the reasons why I'm a leftist. I'm a leftist because I don't have to be herded like a sheep. I don't have to give my support to shit-eating politicians lock, stock, and barrel without requiring anything of them. It's one of the reasons why I'm a leftist. So it's a lost cause for me to try and browbeat me into voting for one of these people. But people don't know that, you know, and they want to use me as a scratching post for that. That's fine. I will stand on my business every single day. I like how you make him sound like an articulate Beavis. That is kind of how he sounds. Oh my God, my dude! Oh, whoa! Hold on! Wait, my dude. Are you seriously posting a picture of the territorial exchanges between Israel and Palestine? Oh my God, my dude. He's using the TikTok meme. The TikTok meme, by the way, is an actual map that shows Israeli territory and Palestinian territory. And that was his ponage. TikTok leftist gets owned. I'm like, I'm not even on TikTok. Whatever. But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm mature enough in my job to know that that was nothing but good for me. Nothing but good. Like, there's no way that goes bad for me. I can't lose. That's the thing, is like, people like to look at every interaction you have with people as win-lose. The fucked up thing is the game is rigged for me. I can't lose because there's nothing at stake for me, right? People are so afraid of what people might say about them after they have an interaction with people. I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it, bro. My dude. That's completely fucking unhinged, my bro. I gotta get the jaw going. That's completely fucking unhinged, my bro. It's fucking serious. It's fucking silly. It's fucking... Man, it's hard to talk fast and do that fucking thing. I don't know how he goes side to side while he's talking. It's just wild, but I'm working on it. Does that make Vosh the articulate butthead? Hello, my dudes. It's time again for some more fashion advice with Vosh. But first, a message from my keloid. Does he do these faces? Destiny has this thing when he talks where his jaw goes like this from side to side instead of up and down. I don't know why that happens in the situation. I think he says it's because he has a stutter or something, and this is how he got over it, or whatever, he has speech impediment. But the way that it works out, my dude, is he's talking hella fast, and that jaw is just going... And I think it's like... I think it's really important to capture that motion if you want to do a good Destiny impersonation, but I still haven't been able to fit it in. So now it's just like a hack Destiny impersonation, where I pretend he sounds just like Beavis, and then I just say Destiny stuff. But I would like to get that extra note that comes from swinging your jaw back and forth like an old tire swing hanging from an old oak tree. I don't think these people are dumb as you depict. What people? Who did I depict as dumb? If you're talking about the general populace, I would just say go look at the Department of Education statistics on that. You don't have to take my word for that. You can just go look. People are fucking retarded. People can't read, people can't write, people can't communicate. You have no media literacy or emotional intelligence anymore. It's over. The world has changed. Six feet. I'm 6 feet from the edge. I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now. I mean, Vosh and Destiny. Well, I'll speak for Vosh. Let's speak to Vosh real quick. Do you think it's stupid that when I was saying 6 months before the last electoral cycle that Biden was unelectable, and 2 months before the electoral cycle that Kamala was unelectable, and I was called a fascist by Vosh, do you think that was smart? Or do you think that was stupid? Because now Vosh is saying everything I said. Dems are unelectable. Dems are controlled opposition. I've heard all of these things out of Vosh now. That's exactly what I was saying 6 months ago. I've maintained consistency despite electoral fever. He called me a fascist for saying I wouldn't vote for Joe Biden because he was demented, and I wouldn't vote for Kamala because she's unelectable and shitty. And now he says the same shit. So who was stupid in that exchange? Lucid. I'll wait. Your answer determines your future here. Because if you're just a game player, you're gone. I think you have caught Vosh effectively. Yes, thank you. So I think it was stupid for him to go so far out on a limb to make me look like a fascist and then adopt all my talking points. Do you think that was stupid? Would you say that was a smart decision on his part or a stupid one? What do you think? What do you think about that? Hello, Russia. Hello, Amsterdam. I'm New York. There's like a slowed down meme version of it. That's the one that's stuck in my head. Not even the original. It's the one where they slow it down and he's like, "Bow, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge." That's the one, bro. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now. I love it when you call me Big Papa. I'll let my tape rock till my... Dude, what's beef? I wish I could listen to songs with you guys. What's beef? Beef is when you need two texts to go to sleep. Beef is when your mom's ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Beef is when your mom's ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. I was kind of a Biggie hater in the 90s, man, because I'm a West Coast kid, and you had to pick a side, bro. So I was about California love. I took that side of it. I took the Pac side, like a good California boy. But now that I'm older and all that beef has died down, man, I appreciate me some fucking Wu-Tang and some Biggie. Love that shit. No, Tupac was a West Coast boy. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yaw, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. Give me the mic so I could take it away. Off on a natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, with the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer bees on the squad. You can't even touch my skill. I'm taking out the one killer bee that I aim for the kill now. Drop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard like cement to the ground. I kill any MC in any 52 states. I get Psycho Killer Norman Bates. "36 Chambers" is just an unimpeachable classic, bro. Unimpeachable classic. 36 Chambers. Coming straight for the slums of Shaolin. Wu-Tang Clan is back again. The RZA, the Jizza, old dirty bastard, Inspector Deck. Who am I missing? Ghostface Killer. The Chef Raekwon. And bum 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 bum. METHOD, man. ODB was the best of them. ODB was my favorite, but the best of them is Meth. Method Man is the best flow. Oh, well, that's tough. Meth or Ghost. I love RZA. I love Jizza. Inspector Deck is one of the best people ever on the ones and twos. So we're with that. Chef Raekwon, same. But if you're going to put a gun to my head and say who in the Wu-Tang Clan is the best, it's Meth. I loved Method Man and Redman's collaboration too. Redman is an underrated fucking rapper, bro. Nobody ever talks about Redman. There's an album from the it's like the late 90s, early 2000s called Doc's the Name. It's got a goofy 3D fucking guy on it. Don't let that chase you. That's one of the best albums, bro. Redman never gets love. Redman was not an official part of the Wu-Tang Clan, but he was a collaborator and a good friend of Method. And so they did a couple of things. Oh, I love Slick Rick, bro. Slick Rick is like when people try and pin me down and go like, who's the best rapper that ever lived? I usually will answer Slick Rick, aka MC Ricky D. But it's like there's a personal reason for that and a rap chops reason. If it wasn't for MC Ricky D, aka Slick Rick, aka the Ruler Rick, I wouldn't be into hip hop. So that seminal hip hop song Lottie Dottie was the first song that got stuck in my head that was true, genuine beatbox hip hop. And that forever changed the type of music that I like and listen to, forever changed my perspective. So it's called Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie. Lottie. Lottie, you know what the beat is. Lottie Dottie, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some men that's on the mic. And when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic, right? That song is just killer. You got MC Ricky D, which is what he went by then. You got Dougie Fresh on the beatbox. Beatbox is like, I know it's still an art form, but in music, nobody ever beatboxes anymore. Dude, it would be so fresh if like Tyler, I don't think Dougie Fresh is still alive. But if he is, if Tyler or somebody in that caliber got Dougie Fresh to come and do a fucking beatbox and they did a fucking swinging ass rap to it, that would, because you don't want to do a boom bap rap. You want to do that Slick Rick. On and on she kept on. The bitch been around before my mother's born. I said, cheer up. You know, that flow is not boom bap. That flow is so silky and he's getting in all those little pockets. And Dougie Fresh is just so good at the remix and breaking it down at different parts, doing little skip beats. It just, you listen to that song, it's goated. Goated. Little fucking white kid from a cow town in Central California heard that fucking song and blew my fucking mind out my ass, bro. Rage got a lot of people into hip hop. Rage is almost uniformly responsible for the rap rock movement that started in the early 2000s. Rage blew everybody's dicks in the dirt. That Evil Empire release that they did. Some of those who want forces are the same who burn crosses. Like, we didn't know that you could rock like that and rap. Zach De La Rocha taught us that. Dude, you want to see some wild shit, Pranav? I don't know if you've ever seen it. Go look. There is a video of Rage with Dave Morello, with everybody, the original fucking band, Zach on the fucking front man, playing this fucking college, like playing one of the open dais college things, and people are just walking by, like nobody's there. And all of the, like by the end of the set, the whole fucking crowd is moshing and jumping around. It's one of the coolest things you've ever seen. You can just feel them about to break. Because it's just like nobody knew what to do with them. They were just playing for nobody. And then as people walked around the campus, all of a sudden they had 200-300 people moshing. It's wild. This is before they were big. They weren't even signed yet. See, I don't know what you're into, Pranav, because it's like a lot of people would say, dude, okay, do me are you in a place where you could listen to a song real quick right now? Because I'll give you one. And you can tell me if it's in the pocket for you. Okay. Go listen to, it's called ZZ by Kodak Black. So Kodak Black, Z-E-Z-E, all one word. So Z-E-Z-Z. Yeah, put your earbuds in. Look at Kodak Black ZZ and see if that beat does it for you and that flow. Because that dude, I'm telling you, Kodak and Cardi. Yeah, Kodak and Cardi, so Playboy Cardi, are my two fucking like real go-tos in hip hop right now. A Boogie as well. But I would say listen to ZZ by Kodak Black and tell me if you vibe with that. My name is Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. My name is Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. Who doesn't like Kodak, bro? Pull up in the demon on good. I love cats. Yeah, my kitty cat was just looking out here. He's gone on about his kitty business.
Mm-hmm.
But we
closed the screen.
Closed the will screen. But yeah, we love our kitty. He's the most beautiful and regal kitty that ever did exist. His name is Cricket. Favorite Tyler album? I know it's the fucking easy pick, but the one that really like got me back into Tyler was Igor. That album was just like, where did this fucking come from, bro? It's like he really came of age, I think. Like he really grew up on that album, but it still feels Tyler. So I gotta go Igor, bro. That album was that changed my whole flipped my script on Tyler. I didn't used to be the biggest Tyler fan. I'm not the biggest Tyler fan still, but got me back into listening to Tyler. Yeah, I know his new one is good. Love Outcast, bro. Well, because here's the thing, Outcast. A lot of people probably wouldn't make this connection, but I grew up. My parents' music was when I was little, right? And my parents were listening to disco when I was little. And so when Hey Ya came out, that whole album, and I heard that bump, 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 bump. All it made me think of, I wanna put on my boogie shoes. Burner, bump, burner. I could just hear Outcast coming out of that. You know what I mean? That beat and the horns and the synths. It was just disco. You think you got it. Oh, you think you got it. But got it, just don't get it. You get nothing at all. Oh, oh. It's just disco. So for me, Outkast was like hearing my parents' music come back in a good way. Just seeing it run back through. And people loved it, right? People fucking ate that album up. What was that album called? Stankonia, I think. Stupid name for that album, but fuck, that album was great. Something a little more chill. Okay, hold the fucking phone. Okay, how about this? Go get A Boogie with a Hoodie, Drowning. I've heard Stargazing. Yeah. Drowning. Go A Boogie with a Hoodie, Drowning. That's chiller. That's that's a max out fucking song. If you don't like that, maybe me and you got different, because I'm not a big Travis guy. Yeah. Drowning by A Boogie. Let me know if that's more in the pocket. I only recently got into him thanks to his train wrecks. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, for Travis Scott is amazing. Like Travis Scott. If you want, like, my favorite Travis Scott is actually it's actually a fucking he did a, what do you call that? A feature on a Trippie Redd song called Dark Knight Demo. Dude, that song still, dude, I know it's old. I think it's 2018 now, 2017. Dude, that song slaps so fucking hard. And his, like, the Travis Scott verse on that song, fuck, bro. Fuck. Player Hater, Aiden Linden. I just love it. You know the song, I think it's on Life After Death. Player, turn your head round, lay on the ground, you've been robbed. Doom, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Wake up, wake up. Open the door, lay on the floor, you've been robbed. I don't know why, bro. That song is just. I used to love just like kicking back in my shitty little hoopty with a big fucking double Lanzar 12 inches box subs in the back, lined trunk. We need this. My little white ass driving around, and you check this out, baby. You should just roll with me. That song is a vibe, bro. Okay, so A Boogie, that one's been rent free. That's not a brand new song, bro, but that song "Drownin'" by A Boogie. I'm trying to think of some. So that's more your flow. Bitch, I'm drowning. Bitch, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban link and dipped it in a fountain water. I just bought a Yeah. Yeah, Who Shot You is great. I mean, everything about Biggie was just immaculate flow wise, right? Even the songs of his I don't like. I'm drowning. I'm trying to think. What else is on that mellow shit? I gotta be honest with you, like my taste is steeped in that 80s party hip hop and then 90s gangster rap shit. So I kind of like the gunplay, click clack shit a lot. So I'm trying to dance around. I don't think you would like Cardi because he's a little up. I mean, you could try. You could see how you feel about fuck, what's that one called? It's on his new album, I Am the Music. I think it's like track 3. Fuck, what's that called? Not Black Beatles. Oh, you know what? That's a good one though. You might like, you might like a little bit of Ray Sremmurd. They're a little older. They're not like super contemporary. They haven't dropped in a few years. But Ray Sremmurd is actually kind of fucking fresh, bro. You might like their vibe a little bit. I mean, their most popular song, you'll probably recognize it. It's old as fuck now. But it's I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. So the song is called I Ain't No Type, and it's a weird name. It's Ray, R-A-E, Sremmurd, S-R. It's a fucked up name, bro. But if you look for No Type, Ray, you'll find it. I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Cups with the ice, and we do this every night. I don't check a price. I make my own money, so I spend it how I like. I'm just living life. And let my mama tell it, neighbor, I ain't living right. What did he say? Chop off a Porsche, it's a headless horse. Extendo long as an extension cord. Bitch, I ball like four, and I play full court. Oh, that next line when he's like, "What you got up in your pocket?" No, what does he say? What you know about a check? What you got up in your pocket? What you spending when you shopping, dog? That's so good. What you know about a check? What you got up in your pocket? What you spending when you shopping, dog? I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got no life. Cups with the ice, and we do this every night. I ain't check a price. Make my own money, so I spend it how I like. No worries, bro. I like weird voices and shit. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm trying, man. Hey, you gotta give a scatter shot, but I'm zeroing in on what I think you like, bro. I'll give you some more. Just let me run it through the grist. But yeah, Ray Sremmurd is an acquired taste. I get it. Fuck, man. Chill. I took the walk to Poland. Probably not. I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland. it's a it's a great song, but you can't really recommend it to somebody, you know. I mean, dude, I don't know if you like Posty's the king of that fucking flexor vibe shit, which I fucking is so chill. Like I don't know if you ever heard like I started with an eighth, alright, and then I went and changed my life. I might take out the wraith tonight. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly. That's a fucking chill song, and the beat is beautiful. She don't wanna send a bottle. She just trying to be a model. Like, he's so fucking great. Such a vibe. White Ivory Sun. When I started balling, I was young. Oh my god, bro. I've been fucking hoes and popping pills. Oh, you know what? He's featured on that. You might like Savage. Dude, what's that fucking 21 Savage song? Not a lot. What's that one? Fuck. Somebody, I'm not a huge Savage fan, but he's got the vibe you're looking for if you're not into 21 Savage at all. Because he's the, I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. He's the feature on that. Bank Account. Yeah. Bank Account is great. That's a great one. I don't know if he'll like Migos. I was going to say, raindrop, drop top, cooking up dope in a hot box. Banging on your bitch, she a thought. Cooking the dope in the crock pot. But that's probably a little too hypey. Yeah, Bank Account is good, bro. It's good. It might not be chill enough, though. DA got that dope. Boom, 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 boom. I've heard some stuff by 21, but not too much. Yeah. 21 is good, bro. 21 is good, and he's got that chill fucking vibe to him. I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. They're like, Savage, why you got an 8-car garage and you only got 6 cars? Cocaine on the table, liquor porn, don't give a damn. See, your girlfriend is a groupie, she just trying to get in. Saying, I'm with the band. Hey, now she acting out of pocket, trying to pull up on my pants. That song is a vibe, bro. Red Rum is great, yeah. I don't know if it's chill, though. I don't know, man. If you like Travis Scott, you might want to check out that Dark Knight Dumbo, bro. It's called Dark Knight Dumbo by Trippie Redd featuring Travis Scott. I don't know if it's chill enough, but that fucking Travis Scott verse is something else. And the Trippie Redd fucking verse is a vibe. Like the groove is a vibe. The beat is fire. And Travis just is, in my opinion, he's in top form. Yeah. Bank Account, yeah. But yeah, if you're a Travis Scott fan, though, Pranav, Dark Knight Dumbo with Travis Scott, it's a Trippie Redd song. The beat is fire. The vibe is fire. I don't know if you'll vibe with it, but if you listen to Travis Scott's fucking feature on it, it's the best he's been, bro. In my opinion. Fiend. I mean, that whole album is a vibe. Shawty gonna let me crush, shawty. Shawty gonna let me crush. That song is so good. Love the choir. Shawty gonna let me crush, shawty. Song is so good. I'm more like Gaddafi, I'm not no Gandhi. I love that line in ZZ. I'm more like Gaddafi, I'm not no Gandhi. I'm more like a David Goliath running. That's such a good shit. You think a Jelly Roll? Not for me, bro. This countrified rap. Heading on down to hang with my boys, and we got big trucks and we got big toys. I just don't get it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, cause we get. I just can't do it, bro. Just ain't my shit. I don't mind some old outlaw country and shit, some Willie, some Waylon Jennings, some fucking, Johnny Cash, bro. Some Hank, 1, 2, or 3. I'm down, right? But I can't really get this like country rap shit. It just don't hit with me, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was his fault necessarily, but he was the guy that planned that event. There should have been, you know what I mean? That's his event. It wasn't like he played a show. Astro World is his event. And so shit goes down at his event. He is responsible, because if he's not, who isn't? Who is? Right? The event is supposed to be safe for people. It's not supposed to be a place where people die. You fuck with Darnell? A little bit. A little bit here and there. Just a little bit. Un poquito. Un petit peu. Un peu. Un petit peu. Disagree, man. Producers didn't tell him to stop the show even when they knew shit. Well, he was the producer, though. That's all I'm saying, man. Astro World is literally Travis Scott's show. And I get it. He empowered people, but the buck has to stop with somebody, Pranav. The buck has to stop. And I don't know if you can have Travis Scott's Astro World and the buck doesn't stop with Travis Scott. That just don't sit right with me, man. Like, if we throw one of these fucking things, right, a meetup, and it'll never happen, but if people get trampled over there, who's the buck stop with? Now, I might be looking to that fucking venue personally for who failed, but ultimately it's my ass, right? It's my event. And I'm supposed to make sure that the venue is doing their job. When I show up there, if it looks unsafe and shitty, bro, I'm going to take care of it. No, I'm getting it. I get it, bro. I know the way the stage was designed, but he designed the stage. You get it? This is Travis Scott's Astro World. He owns it, right? So the stage was built by Travis Scott and his team, right? He signed off on all of it. It's his show. It's his event, right? You get it? The buck has to stop somewhere. I don't think he's a bad guy for it, right? I don't think he was like wildly out of control. And I think he caught more shit than he should have got, because he did step up. And he did fucking try and help those families out and stuff. I don't think he could have necessarily stopped it in a perfect world, but I do think he could have mitigated it. If he had designed that fucking venue better and had better security and better design on that big sloping fucking theater stage, right? People probably wouldn't have died. And that's all it is. I don't know about 10%, Pranav. That's kind of wild, man. It's not like somebody fucking threw a grenade over the fence or something, right? It's like the poor stage design, poor crowd management, and poor communication with the stage act caused a bunch of people to die. And there's nobody to blame if you go up the food chain, bro. There's nobody to actually blame. You can blame it on the security guard that didn't fucking stop it. You can blame it on the people that did concessions. You can blame it on the paramedics for not getting there quick enough. But ultimately, it was the Travis Scott Astro World Festival, bro. His name is on it. He has to own that. And he did, to his credit. I don't think 10% is enough. Bro, if you don't go to the very top and start putting blame where it lands, then you're talking about the banks diffusing responsibility down to lower people. I wouldn't let them do that. I can't let Travis do it, bro. That's just the way it is. I would expect to carry my fucking fair share of the blame, most of it, if somebody got trampled at one of our meetups. Somebody dies at one of our meetups, bro, I'll be devastated. And I will immediately do everything in my power to make things right. And I will make sure that our future meetups don't have whatever problem was, right? But I will own it. See, this is what I'm saying. I get it, Pranav, and we don't have to agree. But the stage was designed by him. You understand? This was Travis Scott Astroworld. Construction did not start on that stage till he signed off on it. And if he didn't have the right people in his ear going like, this is dangerous, this is crowd crush, we need to put a better buffer here, a rounder stage, so that people have the ability to spread around the stage and they're not slammed against it. If he didn't have those people around him, it's not on those people, it's on him. That stage would not have been built if Travis Scott hadn't looked at those blueprints and gone, yep, check, that looks good, this looks good, yep. Yep, stage design is a huge part of how the show looks, Pranav. That stage, however fucked up it was designed specifically by Travis Scott to give a certain fucking performance on. And it's rehearsed on that stage. You understand? Like, when you're on stage, you got to hit marks. There are lighting cues, there are pyro cues, all kinds of shit. And so all of that was designed by Travis Scott. He was there when they were working it out, testing it, building it. He was able to see it. He was involved in every part of the process. And if he wasn't, he's even more to blame. Well, that's the problem. I don't expect him to have that level of expertise, but he's throwing a festival. So he is a rich motherfucker, and he needed to hire a bunch of people to make sure his shit was safe, and he didn't. He didn't. And that blame for that is on him. Not anybody else, not the guy who built the stage, not the fucking vendor people that were there. It's Travis. You know, and from what I saw of him, he took accountability for that shit. We're on the promoter side, which has a fair share of the blame. Oh yeah. He, like I said, there's blame all the way down, but the buck stops right there with Travis and his team. That central channel was fucking, he designed it that way. He wanted to be able to walk down. He wanted people crammed in there. And it's fine. It was, you know, but I don't think he had any, I think he didn't sign off on the safety team correctly. And look, like I said, bro, I take accountability for the things I do in my business. If I fuck up, I'm not looking for the dude below me that might have stumbled and not caught it, right? It's me. Yeah, I get it. But you see, like, the reason he kept going was because there was no clear communication line between the backstage and him. People at the venue and security and paramedics and stuff knew there was a crowd crush going on for minutes before they could get Travis to do anything about it. And that's not anybody's fault but Travis's. There needs to be clear backstage communication through an earpiece, or there needs to be somebody that will run out on the stage and whisper in Travis's ear. If there's a fucking emergency, it's on Travis and the people that he hired and empowered to save as many people as possible. Yeah, well, his producers aren't in charge, though. That's the thing, Pranav. He hired those guys. Those guys are employees of his. You understand? So the choice to hire those people and to listen to those people was entirely his. The stage design was entirely his. The venue was entirely his. The fucking whole festival is entirely his. It's the Travis Scott Astroworld. It's his festival in his hometown. Yeah. I can't pass the buck any higher. I think it doesn't go higher than him, and that's where it needs to be. And, you know, but I love his music. I don't hate his guts, but that was fucked up, man. If I did a show and a bunch of fucking people died at it, bro, I'd never get over that shit. I'd never get over that. Maybe he won't either. I don't know. How bad does Jack Black suck, and how could he betray Kyle at the drop of a hat when he was half of the band? Because he cares more about money than he cares about his friend that helped him on the come up. That's it. That's all. Jack Black wanted to maintain his little middle ground fence rider, kid-friendly brand so that he could make millions and millions of dollars being a goofy fucking asshole for kids in stupid fucking unwatchable movies like the Minecraft movie, which I finished, by the way. Yeah, no, you got some fair points too, Pranav. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just am like, I've got a perspective on it from the side of an entertainer, right? If I'm throwing the Paul's Ego Festival and a bunch of people get trampled, there ain't nobody to blame but my ass, you know? And I feel that way about Travis too. And I think he did take accountability. I know he reached out to those families. I know he probably gave them a lot of money. But that money don't bring it back. Money don't make it right. But, you know, there ain't nobody to blame but him. I would feel the same way if it happened to me. I'd be sick. Ever known anyone have migraines? Migraines. I think TJ gets migraines. Or no. Chelsea. Chelsea gets horrible migraines. And I think she gets them worse than I've ever seen somebody get them. I'm lucky. I don't think it really runs in my family, migraines. I think my dad gets them. But my dad started getting them as a consequence of chemotherapy. Like after he got chemotherapy, he started having horrible migraines. And that can happen, apparently. So that sucks, but he's alive. Mindy has migraines, yeah. Well, I'm not even anywhere near Travis Scott's level, though, Pranav, you know. But I would, you know, like I said, there's likely to be 250 people at this meetup. Maybe, you know, maybe less, maybe 200. I don't know how many people will eventually show up. Close to 200 people is what we're expecting, maybe more. And if somebody died there due to negligence on the part of the bar or something, I would take full responsibility for that shit because I'm the one that told those people it was safe to come. Skating bigger than ever, and did you ever try your hand at it? I tried it. So I used to skate back before it was a trick thing. Does that make sense? Back in the 80s, me and my friends had these street boards that were big and wide. They're not long boards like you'll see somebody riding that look more like a surfboard. But these were big fat boards in the 80s with a big rubber stopper on the back. And they were not meant for tricks. They were meant for cruising down hills, skating. And I was really good at that. I would skate all over our little neighborhood and, you know, take it to town and skate around town and stuff. But I was never good once it went to the smaller decks and people started tricking, started doing, you know, ground tricks and kick flips and Z flips and crazy fucking bullshit. I never got good at that, but I had friends that were into that shit. All my friends were skaters. It was really the culture. I dressed, you know, in a style that would have been called like skater. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you got to do it, man. You got to save up some cash, hugs, and get your ass down this way. You got to leave the frozen glacier one time, man. You got to come this way, man. Yeah, you got to leave that glacier. Your wheels must have been bigger on your board. The smaller wheels and boards are, yeah, no, they were big. The whole board was big. It was, I would say, like if you took a trick deck, like a just a normal sized deck now that you would kick flip on or do vert on, right? I think that the board I had was at least twice the size of that. Just fat and long, big polyurethane wheels, so you could take it down like a rough road and just. And dude, it was just so grippy that you had to be real stupid to eat it. And they were nice. They were nice to push around. But I never was into the stunts and the tricks and shit. Oh, skate shoes are just, I still wear them. Like my pair of shoes that I kick around in, they're a pair of Pumas. They're skate shoes, low top skates. Beautiful. Still wear all that shit. Still wear baggy pants. Still wear hoodies everywhere. I still keep that comfiness about me. You know what I mean? I still kind of dress and present like I did in the 90s, I guess. Pull up in a demon on God. Dragon Con? Dude, I am fucking jelly, bro. I'm super jelly. When I was growing up, it was like my brand was Puma, and it still is. I had a pair of green suede Pumas that just fell apart on my feet, and that was the style, bro. You wanted them floppy shoes. Them Pumas were fucking amazing. So Puma was my brand, but DC was big. There was a number of brands that people were super into, but dude, the Puma skate shoes, bro. They just had the colors, man. They had them colorways, bro. They had them colorways on the sneaks that just made me want to get the sneaks, you know? Like no other skate shoes. Skate shoes were like gray, navy blue, black, that tan kind of thing. Dude, and Puma would do green, blue. What percentage of prank channels fake their pranks? Oh, it's got to be more than half, bro. It's got to be like 80% probably. I just don't even bother watching them now because they're so fucking fake. So it's probably more than 80. Like, it's just, dude, content has gotten so slop driven. I'm hoping that there's a content renaissance coming. I mean, me and my coworkers are working on a fucking full kind of redesign, relaunch of our show, renaming, rebranding, not changing the fundamental nature of it, but adding this like narrative layer over the top, making it look and feel and sound a little better. Because we're hoping that there's like this quality turn that happens where people get sick of slop and they start gravitating towards people who are actually trying to put on a show. But the problem that we have from our perspective right now, the major problem, is that we look like everybody else that's doing it right now. We're three guys in boxes. We're a screen share in the middle. It's the same show that everybody's doing right now. So we're working really hard right now. We're in the midst of a full show redesign, full look and feel redesign that I think is going to be super cool. But it's going to take us some time. But and we're doing that in hopes that the effort will pay off, that it'll get some new eyes and some buzz around our show. I'm also working to try and be more of a fucking diplomat for the show. Like I said, I've been out kind of pounding the pavement and doing some networking and stuff and kind of slinging my fucking cred around, telling people, hey, I'm Paul Zigo from the Drunken Peasants podcast. I've been a fucking podcaster for 10 years, bro. You want to do some content? I'm meeting people. I'm in a community that's got other content creators in it. So I'm doing my part to try and get some fresh blood and some fresh ideas as far as guests, right? And some cool stuff that we can do, right? And so nobody's ever stagnant. You get into a rhythm with the show and it's working. And when it isn't, man, you can just bet your ass that we're working behind the scenes on that shit. Because there's no point in not doing that. Like, we're not going to just sit and stagnate and look the fucking same and sound the fucking same, right? Because, line go down, bro. We want line to go back up. So we're going to do everything in our power to turn it around. But one of the big lessons that we've learned is you don't do things hastily. You don't make big decisions and then roll them out overnight. You go step by step and you make sure everything's in place so that things are smooth like butter. Paul, I sent a message on Discord about offering to help with live shows if y'all ever need it. Okay, well, that's cool. Yes, hold on, I gotta pee. Ooh, I gotta pee. I'll pee then. I can't just pee outside like you do. I gotta get better. I gotta get better at eating in the morning. Because this is 100% pill stomach. It's
Well,
just-
also, you didn't have dinner last night either, unless you did late at night.
I can't even remember if I ate something or not. To be honest with
You
you.
didn't have any of the leftover beans and rice. I know that.
Yeah. I don't know how to couch it sometimes. Like I know I was manic as fuck yesterday. And I feel a little manic today still, so I'm having a little up. But I feel like the highs, you know, the kind of out of control nature of it wasn't as high. I'm not bottoming out afterwards. So I know that I'm being helped by the medication. And I'm hoping, you know, my dose goes up, and once I get to my maintenance dose, that's what I need. Because I feel like I could just level out a little more, and I'd still be pretty good. Do you like this quote, Paul? Death hangs over thee while thou still live, while thou may do good. Yeah. Marcus Aurelius is based. I cannot remember the name. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, because old time is a flying, and that same bright rose that blooms today, tomorrow will be dying. It's a song about making the best of your life while it's here. Damn, so you are actually bipolar. Oh yeah. Bipolar as fuck. And I've been dealing with it my whole life. It's actually kind of fucked up. I don't let myself think of the scope of it because I'm just so glad that I have something that helps. But man, it's fucked up. I didn't even know. I thought I was what my doctors had told me all those years. I was a depressed guy, had PTSD, a little bit of anxiety. That's what they told me. I never was diagnosed properly, and I've had these fucking crazy manic episodes, crazy depressive episodes, where I'm a little bit fucking out of control. I'm a little off the handle. Fuck me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's these allergies kicking. I feel like I might need to switch up my allergy med again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on Allegra now. Don't we go back and forth between like Claritin and Allegra?
Well, remember Claritin, you're part of like the 1% that get drowsy from
Oh,
it.
that's right. I won the lotto on Claritin. That's right. It puts me to sleep. Fuck. I just feel like it doesn't work. Maybe I'll talk to the next time I go to my doctor.
You're going Thursday.
I'm going Thursday, yeah. So I'll tell the doctor, like, I've got horrible allergies. I feel like some days I might even need, like, an inhaler. Can we do that? Please, can I get a when-needed allergy inhaler that'll help me, like, not feel so stuffed up and not... Cause sometimes my lungs just feel... I can feel it when I'm having an allergic reaction. It's not like I can't breathe, but definitely feel like I could use a little hit off of an inhaler sometimes when it gets real bad. But I don't know. I'll talk to the doctor about it. And buy the whole Atlantis? Nah, not really. I have not read Chariots of the Gods, but I've seen lectures on it. Ugh. Chariots of the Gods was actually on the reading list for this crazy sociology class that I took and I dropped because the teacher was too insane. But it was on the reading list after Ishmael. Ooh. We're gonna read Guns, Germs, and Steel, Chariots of the Gods, and Ishmael. I was like, okay, well, Ishmael's cool, but I'm out. I'm out of this class. Oh, I know. I know, dude. I know that back in 78, back in the 80s, even back in the 90s, a full-time job at a fast food restaurant, if you were smart with your money and smart with your credit, was enough to buy a home. As long as it was just for you, right? Not enough to feed a family, but if you had two incomes, you could make it work. Get a nice apartment, buy yourself a condo like I did. That was within people's reach. Now it's functionally impossible. At that level of income, to be able to turn that income into anything other than subsistence is almost impossible, if not fully impossible now. Yeah. I've been in contact with David Jaffe's producer guide, Tech Protect, but I think he was been sick for a while. I don't know. I almost feel like maybe he's brushing me off. But they seemed like all my DMs with him are like, Jaffe really wants to talk to you, really interested in coming on your show. I'm fine with that, but I'm not going to reach out anymore. It's like, I'm not going to keep poking him. But I think, I could get Jaffe on the show pretty fucking easily. Do a little cross-pollination type content with Jaffe. But, yeah, that's all. But, yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's really fun. Created not one but two of the most recognizable video game franchises ever, God of War and Twisted Metal, among other things, but those two names loom super heavy over the gaming landscape. And he's the guy. Did you know this? Bill Murray once hired a personal assistant who was profoundly deaf, did not have oral speech, spoke only in American Sign Language, which Bill did not speak, nor did anyone else in the production, just to make people angry. That sounds like Bill. A lot of people think Bill Murray is this real nice old man, but he's actually like an asshole. He's gotten in fist fights. Like I remember there was this drama where who did Bill Murray get in a fist fight with? I think it was a number of people. Oh, Chevy Chase. Yeah, he decked Chevy Chase in the mouth a couple of times, I think. He's not really known for being but he's nice. He's nice in weird ways. Like he'll show up at somebody's wedding just for the fuck of it. He'll show up at a bar and just buy everybody drinks and party with people for a while and then leave. So that's cool. But he's also very reclusive and very hard to get a hold of, according to people in Hollywood. Like he has an old answering machine. And if you have his number, you get an answering machine that just goes beep and you leave a message and that's it. He doesn't get back to you. He doesn't get back to you. He won't even he doesn't even accept scripts. So his publicist doesn't accept scripts. He expects you to pitch him an idea on his old fucking answering machine. And if it sounds compelling, because you don't have long. So it's actually a really good way for him to like filter pitches. Because you could just, a guy like Bill Murray would be buried in scripts if he accepted them. So he gives them that however long you have, like a minute, to record a message and pitch a project. And if he doesn't like it, well, no harm, no foul. He just doesn't call him back. If he is interested, he might have his publicist call you back and ask for the script. And if he doesn't like the script, you'll never hear from him again. He's at that level in his career where he doesn't have to take input. He doesn't ever have to do a movie ever again. He's rich. He'll die rich. So he's at that really enviable place as an artist where he can pick and choose what he wants to do. Oh yeah. That's a famous Bill Murray thing. He will photobomb people, grab fries right off their plate at a restaurant and eat them and then let them see who he is, and then he'll lean down to them and he'll say, "Nobody will ever believe you." And then he'll just leave them. You know, and they're like, "What?" So he's definitely got like an irascible sense of humor. I don't think he's a bad guy, but he's definitely not the most. He's kind of a curmudgeon, from what I've heard. A little bit hot-tempered, a little bit antisocial. Likes to be social when he feels up to it. I see kinship in him in that. I'm definitely a little more on the antisocial side most of the time. But anyway, I think I'm done. I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys later.